Well, good evening. Welcome to Lesson 5-6, and as you can see on the screen, this is a problem-solving lesson, and the problem-solving strategy that we're going to be tackling today is to solve a simpler problem. Take the problem you're given and figure out a way to simplify the problem. Figure out what's going on, and then solve like the little simple problem, and then go back to the original problem and fix it. And I've got a friend that's here to help me. Say hi.
Hi.
So Lucy Hold'em and I are going to present this, and there's not really a whole lot. We're going to basically give you an example of how this works. So let's take an example where you've got people from company A, and then you've got people from company B. Okay, and suppose they're giving each other business cards. Let's say they get together at a convention, and they're going to give each other business cards. All right, and so the question, there's a sample question in your book, and it says, suppose that there are that there's 12 people in company A and 17 people in company B. And everybody in company A gives everybody in company B a business card. And everybody in company B gives everybody in company A a business card. How many business cards total are exchanged? All right, now I don't know if you can look at Lucy and my faces, but we're like both looking at each other like, oh. And part of the reason is because these are pretty big numbers, 12 and 17, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't really want to solve this, but what if we make this problem really easy, Lucy? Let's reduce the number of people in the company. How many people let's make a little company A, a little mini version.
Okay.
How many people you want to be in company A? So we'll do a little mini problem down here. This is the mini problem.
3.
Okay, let's just make 3 people in company A, okay? And let's make it even easier. For company B, let's just put 2 people?
Yeah, 2.
Okay. Now let's think about how this business card thing's going to work. Suppose 3 people give 2 people in company B each a business card. So think about the 3 people. Well, you could break them down into person 1, person 2, person 3, right? Each of them gives both of the B guys a card. How many cards is that total? Well, that's going to be 6 cards,
6,
right?
Yeah.
And the 2 people in company B, when they're giving cards back to the A guys, well, the first guy is going to give it to 3 people, and then the second one's going to give it to 3 people, and that's also going to equal 6. And 6 plus 6 is how many cards?
12.
The total's 12. So wait a second. So the number of cards that the A's have to give the B's, each A has to give everybody in B a card, so that's basically just be A times B.
Yeah.
And then when I reverse it, everybody in company B, when they give company A cards, each of them gives, however many people are in A, they give that many cards out, so we're going to get 2 copies of 3 cards. That's the definition of multiplication. So there we go. So we just figured it out. The trick is you take the number of people in company A and the number of people in company B, and you multiply those 2 numbers together. And then you reverse it. When you reverse it, you get the same number, so you double it. All right, so all we have to do to solve this problem, based on what we just did with this little simpler problem, see, this is the simpler problem down here. This is the whole strategy. Come up with a simpler problem, figure out what's going on. Now Lucy and I have figured out what's going on, so we're going to do 17 times 12. Let's see, let's do it right here in the middle. We'll do a little lattice problem. Okay, and let's go ahead and put the lattice stripes in. Okay, so we get, I'm not even going to put the zeros in, so 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 7 is 7. 2 times 7 is 14. And 2 times 1?
2.
2. And now when I add them up, I get 4. See, I get
0.
10, so 0, carry the 1, and 1 and 1 is 2. So I get 204. So when company A gives their cards to company B, that's going to be 204 cards, right?
But then you have to...
But then when company B gives their cards to company A people, that's going to also be 204 cards. So the total is 408 cards.
Because you have to times them together.
Yep. Or times them
together. Times them by 2.
Times them by 2, or add them together, or
Yeah.
double them. Yep. All of those things are the same. So that's really the strategy. And so tomorrow, that's what we're going to do. So thanks for watching. And I'd like you to notice that this is probably the tallest picture that Lucy's ever taken. So we brought this lesson is brought to you by the Jolly Pink Giant. So good job, kid. Thanks for the help. And the rest of you, we will practice these problems in class tomorrow. And of course, it's a problem-solving lesson, so I'm going to give you a choice of what problems that you get to pick from. But we'll practice this idea of breaking problems into simpler ones tomorrow in class. So thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.